Audio Jungle.
ലോകം ഇളം തെന്നൽ മൂളുന്ന ഗാനം ഇളവയിൽ പോലുള്ള സ്നേഹം കിനാക്കൾ കടം തന്ന ലോകം മലച്ചെണ്ടിൽ ഓരോ മുട്ടും ഓരോ സ്വപ്നം അവയിൽ കാണാതാകുന്നീതോരോ മോഹം ഓരോ വർണ്ണം ആരാരോ പാടുവതായി നീഹാരാധരാഗം അറിയാമോ പിറാക്കളെ ഇന്നിനിയൻ ജീവിതം പുതിയൊരു ലോകം ഇളം തെന്നൽ മൂളുന്ന ഗാനം ഇളവയിൽ പോലുള്ള സ്നേഹം കിനാക്കൾ കടം തന്ന ലോകം It's a new world out there, yeah.
Good evening, all. It brings me great joy to wholeheartedly welcome you all on behalf of Marian Academy of Management Studies, Puthuppady, Kothamangalam. Today marks the third day of our enlightening 5-day online faculty development program focusing on exploring the role of generative AI in management and technology. Today, in this section, we will be dealing with the topic Reforming Education, Unveiling National Educational Policy 2020 Insights. Through this, we explore the insights and importance of this NEP policy on the future of our nation's educational framework. Now, with almost utmost pleasure and honor, I welcome each and every one of you to this esteemed gathering. It is with great pleasure that I extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed management, our chairman, Chevalier Professor Baby M. Verghese Sir, our manager, Ms. Jessie Baby Verghese Ma'am, our vice chairman, Mr. Ajay Baby Verghese Sir, and our director, Mr. G. Arvind Sir. We are honored to have our respected principal, Dr. Solomon K. Peters Sir, who inspired us with his leadership and vision. Sir, I welcome you to this program. Next, I would like to welcome our beloved IQAC coordinator, Dr. Ashwati AM, to this section. Ma'am, your support and guidance really inspired us a lot. I wholeheartedly welcome you, ma'am. Joining us today is our esteemed resource person, Dr. Arundev PR. Your expertise and insight are instrumental in shaping our educational initiatives, and we are grateful for your presence here today, sir. Welcome you, sir. Last but certainly not least, I extend a hearty welcome to all our esteemed faculty members, staff, and participants. I welcome you all. It is now time to commence the session. We are incredibly honored and delighted to have Dr. Arundev PR as our esteemed resource person for today's section. Dr. Arundev PR is a certified career analyst with a doctoral degree in management studies and multiple master degrees in various fields. He has published numerous papers in national and international scholarly journals, serving as an assistant professor at Sri Narayana Arts and Science College, Kumarakam, and an adjunct professor at various business schools too. He is a subject matter expert at the Center for Online Education, Mahatma Gandhi University, and a founding member of Build India Greater Foundation, an NGO focusing on upskilling and capacity building. Dr. Arundev PR also served as the chief mentor for radical mentor training in leading institution in central Kerala. I am pleased to introduce and hand over the virtual floor to Dr. Arundev PR, our esteemed resource person for today's section. Sir, please.
Thank you, Devika. Most respected Chairman of Marian Academy of Management Studies and Eldomar Beselis College, Chevalier Professor Baby M. Verghese Sir, the most respected Vice Chairman of the institution, Ajay Baby M. Verghese Sir, Director of...
Sir, we cannot see you. Can you please check it once again?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Now. Sir?
Yes. Am I visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you are visible.
Okay. The most respected director of Marian Academy of Management Studies, Arvind sir, principal of MAMS, Solomon sir, Dean of Marian Academy of Management Studies, Mahesh sir, other distinguished faculty members from other institutions. Today, we are dealing with a particular topic with regard to NEP 2020 and its perspectives in connection with interactive AI. With regard to that, we are dealing with reforming education, unveiling National Education Policy 2020 insights in the perspective of interactive AI. That is our topic. So the whole idea is, in one side, there is a reform in the entire education sector of India, and in the other side, there is a technology revolution with regard to AI and artificial intelligence. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. There are 95 participants in the Google Meet. So those people who are there in the Google Meet, if you can hear me, please type Y in the chat box. Please type Y in the chat box. Okay. Thank you. Now you can see the slides, right? Yes. Okay. So the NEP 2020 is a new education policy which is being implemented in our nation. There is transformative changes with regard to the implementation of this policy. And today, our idea is to unveil the main points of national education policy and how it can be implemented or how it can be utilized for the benefit of our nation in the perspective of interactive AI. That is our agenda. That is our the all agenda of the class. So first, we will be discussing, or I'll be speaking about the important points of NEP, and after that, we will speak in the perspective of interactive AI. Okay, moving forward, national education policy, basically, NEP envisions an education system rooted in Indian ethos and that contribute directly to transforming India. So our India should be very sustainably and vibrant knowledge society by providing high quality education to all, irrespective of all the differences. We know we have demographical dividend, right? We have demographical dividend. Why? Because we all of us know what it means. A great 60% of our population belongs to working class. So it will be increasing continuously, and it will be at peak at 2041. Okay, we have demographical dividend, right? Yes. But what about the situation if we are not utilizing this positive aspect of our nation, positive aspect of the human resource of our nation in the correct manner? What will happen if we are not utilizing the potentials of our human resource? What will happen? Whether can we able to tap all the potential of our human resource for the nation building? Can I get an answer? Yes or no? If we are not utilizing our human resource properly, what will happen? Whether our nation will grow or not? What is your opinion? Can I get some answers? If that is okay, which is better? The option number one is we are utilizing the human resource potential of our nation completely. And option number two is we are just letting it go. We are not utilizing the human resource potential fully. That is option B. Which is better for our nation, A or B? Can I get an answer, A or B? A. I need answer from all the people who are there in the meeting. Okay, yeah. So we need to utilize the human resource capital. We need to enhance our human capital potential. So NEP envisions for that. So NEP envisages that the curriculum and pedagogy of our institutions must develop among the students a deep sense of respect towards the fundamental duties and constitutional values of our country. And we should be able to utilize the potential of each and every person to a great extent. We know now the education system is like one person is learning for 22 or 25 years, and still that person is not able to find out his actual potential, or he cannot suit in the job market. So if the same situation continues, we cannot tap the full potential of our human resource in the coming future. So this is what NEP envisions. So that's all about human capital formation. We know how human capital formation will happen. Human capital formation is all about the worth of the human capital in the future. Okay. Just we can take the example of a family, our own family. So the situation of our family, the socio-demographical factors or socio-economic situation or our family after 10 years is purely depends upon certain factors, right? Which are that factors? What would be the situation of our family after 10 years? Can we forecast that now? After 10 years, it is purely depends upon to what extent we are investing or spending for education, skill development, our health, access to information, right? Are you agreeing with me? After 10 years, the situation of a family depends upon how or what extent that family is investing in education, health, skill development, access to information, etc. Right? Are you agreeing with me? If you are agreeing with me, you just press Y in the chat box. Is that clear? Is the concept clear? Yes. Yes, it is depends upon that. So, national education policy envisions that education should be given for all the people, irrespective of all the conditions. Okay, and the vision of the policy is to instill among the learners a deep-rooted pride in being Indian. We are Indian. There should be a pride within that. There should be a spirit of nation thinking. There should be intellect and deeds, as well as to develop knowledge, skills, values, and dispositions that support reasonable commitment to human rights, sustainable development, and living and global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. The whole idea is we should have deep-rooted pride in our Indian culture, what we were in the past years, and we should be, or the human resource should be spiritually, intellectually upgraded. We should have high level of knowledge, skills, and values. At the same time, we should have human rights. There should be a sustainable development and holistic development of our nation. So that is a vision of national education policy. And coming to the fundamental aspects of NEP, the first is education as fundamental. Okay. Without education, no development can happen. We have human resource potential, but that human resource potential should be given with good quality of education so that we can empower individuals and we can foster collective advancements. Definitely this quality of education, the quality education will enhance and it will cultivate critical thinking, innovation, and problem-solving skills essential for addressing complex challenges. It is very important in promoting social cohesion, reducing inequality, and fostering a sense of citizenship and responsibility. So the first point is that education is fundamental. So the access to education should be there for all, irrespective of the socio-economic background, irrespective of the socio-demographical factors, and irrespective of their learning skills also. Okay, we know some in our class, we all are faculty members. Is it like all the students in our class is having same kind of potential? Is it like that? Can I get an answer? Is it like that? The same kind of potential for all the people? No. No. So we need to find out their potential and we need to help them to achieve the life success through education, through quality education. That's the first thing. Okay. Second aspect is global education agenda. So Sustainable Development Goal 4, it is focused on Sustainable Development Goal 4. It's not only emphasizes access to education, but also lifelong learning opportunity for all. Recognizing education is a lifelong process. Okay, see, we are getting education, or a person is getting education up to 22 years. Is it like that person stops the learning and stop education till that particular point? After that, when he is into a job, there is no learning. Is it like that? Can anybody unmute and say? Can anybody unmute and say? The question is it like at the age of 22, one person is stopping the formal education. After that, he is getting a job and started doing the job. So, what is better? Stopping the entire education there itself or continuing getting education? Which is better? Can anybody unmute and say? Which is better? Can anybody unmute and say?
Continuing education would be better because we have to keep learning and go with the trend. That will be much better for the career development, I hope.
Correct. Thank you. Okay, we need to go for that. We need to go for continuing education so that we can, even faculty members. Okay, some of the faculty members, somebody used to say, okay, once the faculty get a job, the all updation stops there. Why? Because people thinks that, okay, now I got a job, no updation is needed. So that perspective and that has gone, right? We need to learn. That is what we are doing now. Okay. When the faculty members, all of us are faculty members, when we were getting out of our PG or formal education, there is no this kind of exploration of AI technology. Okay. Now within a couple of years it has come. So we are trying to learn that. We are trying to learn that, and we are trying to implement that technology in our profession, and we are trying to guide our students in that perspective, right? So the second perspective is continuing education. Education is not stopping at a particular point of time. It can be continued. That is the second point. Are you getting me? Are you able to follow me? Are you able to follow me? If you can follow me, please type C in the chat box. I'm getting many thumbs up. C in the chat box. Till this particular point, if everything is clear, you can press C in the chat box. Okay. If the point is not clear, you can press N also, so that I'll repeat it. Why? Because we are trying to avoid the challenge what we have in virtual platform. While we go for, we know we all are faculty members. While we go for normal class, what will happen, we know, right? We'll be getting a direct interaction with our students, so that we can know, okay, with our whether they are getting, whether they are understanding, we can know that. Okay. So moving forward, the next point is that changing knowledge landscape. Okay. So the technological advancements are happening at a high pace, and the entire landscape is changing. There is a dramatic scientific and technological advancement, such that rising of big data, machine learning, AI, and because of this, many unskilled jobs worldwide may be taken over by machines. Many unskilled jobs, it will be replaced by machines. Why? Because the efficiency and intelligence of the machines are continuously increasing day by day at a high pace. So it can be seen as a challenge, but as faculty members of this nation, as people who are shaping the future of this country, we need to consider it as an opportunity. Okay. Many unskilled jobs will be taken by machines. At the same time, the need of a skilled workforce, particularly involving mathematics, computer science, and data science, in conjunction with multidisciplinary abilities across the science, social science, and humanities, will be increasingly in greater demand. So skilled jobs are of greater demand of a particular type. So we know what is the saying about AI. AI is not going to replace you, but a person who knows AI will. A person who know how to handle AI, how to utilize AI, may replace us. So that is there is a continuous knowledge. There is a continuous change in the knowledge landscape. So there should be continuous updation in the pedagogy. There should be a continuous updation in the teaching, learning content. So that is the third perspective, changing knowledge landscape. The knowledge landscape is changing continuously. Okay, so we need to update with regard to that. If you are not ready to update, we will be outdated. Then the next point is evolving education approach. Okay, so we know what is the situation now. Now certification or the certificate hardly matters, right? Before 2-3 decades, certificate was a matter. If you have a certificate, you will get the job. But now the context has changed. The certificate may help a student to get into the job. And after that, his promotion or his or her career advancement is purely depends upon how he or she is utilizing his skill and abilities or her skill and abilities. So now experimental learning methods such as project-based learning and internships foster practical skills and real-world application of knowledge. This is what is required. So there should be incorporating arts, humanities, and sports in the curriculum promotes creativity, well-being, and holistic development. So the education approach has changed. Now industry or world want people who can utilize their skills and abilities for the development of the nation or for the development of the economy, not people with the certificates. So I used to ask a question in the class. What is meant by photosynthesis? Do you know that? What is the concept of photosynthesis? Okay. People, usually students, they cannot answer that sometimes. Some students cannot answer that. Why? Because they have studied in the 7th class. But they have studied that particular concept for the purpose of getting marks in the examination. They have studied that particular concept in such a fashion. And now they have no idea about that. What is that? It is something, no clear-cut idea about that. So there should be, the learning should be of capturing the concept instead of learning or studying for getting a pass marks in the examination. So education approach is changing. Practical learning method, including project-based learning, internships, practical skills, and many such kind of things need to be focused. So that is all about evolving education approach. Next, bridging the learning gap. Dear faculty members, dear peer members, do you think education is accessible for all of you, or all of the students equally? Can the education access to education is equal for all of the students? Can I get an answer? Is the access to education is equal for all the students? No. Yes. What are the differences? There are learning gaps. Okay. There is difference in opportunity based on geographical location, socioeconomic status, and based on background. Also based on the ability to learn, right? Ability to learn. We can see in villages and all, we can see people who are very good in their skills. Let's take the example of an electrician, one person who is doing electrification jobs at in a village. Okay, that electrification job requires high level of skill. High level of skill he requires, right? Why? Because it is so complex, electrification of a particular house or a building. Okay, it is so complex. So that person is doing that particular job very clearly. But why he's an electrician now? He's a dropout in 10th standard. Why? Because there was an inability from the part of him in learning maths, statistics, maths, English, chemistry, or physics, right? Does it mean that person is not useful for anything? Does it mean? Can I get an answer? Can anybody unmute and say? Does it mean that person cannot do anything? Why? See, dropout from 10th standard is happening. Why? Because that person cannot pass, get a pass mark in the 10th standard. Then why he's very good in electrification job, which requires high level of skill? So there is a learning gap, even in terms of learning style and even in terms of ability to learn certain aspects. So people can stick on to the formal education if they can learn the basic subjects like maths, physics, chemistry, English, and our local language. Okay, if one person is a failure in doing that, he will be or she will be out of the formal education system. So there is a learning gap everywhere with regard to the background. So that need to be reduced, that there should be a bridging of that learning gap. So in NEP, there is an opportunity to do that. So as we are having limitation of the time, I'm not going to explain that all, but that the NEP policy document is accessible for us. So there is an opportunity to reduce this learning gap. There is a scope to reduce the learning gap in NEP 2020, right? So moving forward, next is vocational education and skill development. Vocational education. Now we know what vocational education means, right? So vocational education, while hearing vocational education, means it is something secondary. The society is having a feeling that it is something secondary. If you cannot be good in the formal education system, yes. If one person cannot excel in the formal education system, they can go to vocational education where they require that it's a secondary kind of education or blue collar job. Okay, so there is no hard separation between vocational education and formal education in NEP. NEP emphasizes the integration of vocational education skill development programs to enhance employability. The whole idea is to enhance employability, not alone employability. We need people who can excel in their own areas. Okay, we all are teaching our students, we all are faculty members. So we should focus on enhancing two aspects, two skills. That is, first is employability skill and second is entrepreneurial skill. Employability skill in their own area and entrepreneurial skill. So that at a future point of time, they can become entrepreneurs. Yes. Yeah, I'm coming to that. See, definitely the first thing is that we will be discussing about the core aspect of AI, core aspect of NEP. And after that, we will be solely discussing on how AI is useful for pedagogical learning methodology. Right. Okay. So, and vocational education and skill development. This can be vocational education, and there is no separation of vocational education and skill development. Okay. And moving forward, Indian heritage and education. So there is a focus in Indian heritage for getting ancient Indian education institutions like Nalanda and Takshashila and promote those aspects are promoted and intellectually discovered and scholarly pursuits. Okay, so that is another aspect. And second is empowering. Next is empowering teachers and ensuring inclusion. Empowering teachers. So here it comes the role of AI in a great extent. Professional development opportunities and mentorship program support teachers enhance their teaching practices and subject expertise. So for enhancing teaching expertise, we can utilize AI. Okay. So there is, we cannot say that there is a proper way to, there is a specific way to do that. So what we are doing is for enhancing our teaching methodology or enhancing our teaching proficiency and efficiency, AI can be used. Okay, so that we will be discussing in the coming parts. And next it comes the fundamental principle of NEP 2020. That's just, we will just brief that, some fundamental principles: recognizing, identifying, and fostering unique capabilities of each student. Recognizing, identifying, and fostering the unique capabilities of each student. By sensitizing teachers as well as parents to promote each student's holistic development in both academic and non-academic spheres. See, recognizing, identifying, and fostering unique capabilities of the student. So, how to do that? As teachers, we should know, how to make the student capable of selecting the areas in which they can excel. Okay, for that AI can be used. So there are certain kind of AI platforms in which we can do a career assessment or psychometric test. By doing the psychometric test with the use of AI, we can identify the unique capabilities of the student. Okay, see, we can give opportunity also with regard to using AI in finding out the unique capabilities and finding out the career path. So what usually, see, one example is, what I do is how I am using this particular AI to guide the students in fostering their unique capabilities. You see, one example is, we can just ask our students to write their skills, their strength and weaknesses. A SWOT analysis, we can do SWOT analysis. Okay, SWOT analysis. They can write, we can give a class on SWOT analysis, what is strength, what are their weaknesses. They can list out strength and weakness. Okay, and I ask the students to give a prompt in ChatGPT saying that these are my strengths and these are my weaknesses. These are my special abilities. What all are the probable career opportunities for me? And my students got amazing answers from AI. Okay, so got the idea? Have you got the idea? If you got the idea, press C in the chat box. Okay, so usually what our students will do, is they are sometimes using AI tools in such a fashion so as to reduce the natural intellect or natural capacity of a person. We will give assignments and our students, they just give a prompt in AI and they'll be getting the answer. And instead of that, they can utilize AI in a very, very different manner and in very, very innovative manner. Okay, so that is one way in which we can guide our students. We can make the students utilize this AI platform in a very good manner. Second is, according to the highest priority to achieve foundational literacy and numeracy by all students by grade 3. The second point is achieving fundamental literacy and numeracy. That is what a person is required to start the learning. Fundamental literacy should be there and fundamental numerical ability should be there. The next is flexibility. Learners have the ability to choose the learning trajectories and programs. They can choose. It is not like a vegetarian sadhya or a vegetarian sadhya, in which that particular person, a person who is having the sadhya, should take all the dishes, irrespective of whether they like that or not. They are supposed to take everything. But it should be like a buffet in which the learners can select, learners can take the dishes according to their taste and preferences. Though there is a flexibility. Then there is no hard separation between arts, science. There is no hard separation. Why? Because no. See, it's like I am MSc Physics. I don't know anything about history. I don't know anything about our heritage. Why? Because I'm MSc Physics or MSc Chemistry. And humanities people, they can say that I don't know anything about the Newton's law. Why? Because I am social science. So there should not be hard separation between these disciplines. That is another fundamental principle of MEP. Then next is multidisciplinary and a holistic education across science, social science, arts, humanities, sports. So there will not be specialized higher education institutions. Instead of that, there should be multidisciplinary institutions who can give education, give programs in science, social science, humanities, and all. The next is the point what we have discussed in the initial slide, that is emphasis on conceptual understanding. That is very important. See, conceptual understanding, that is the most important. That is the whole idea of learning a particular topic. Conceptual understanding. Okay. There are said how to go for that conceptual understanding. Okay. See, we are teaching in our classrooms, and we are supposed to make sure that the students are understanding the concept in a very clear manner, right? That is the whole idea. That is the whole objective. But how students can enhance their learning with the use of AI? There are many. There is a platform called Paper Digest. Paper Digest. You can note it. Paper Digest. In that platform, we can upload a document. We can upload a PDF document. Okay. And we are in that PDF document, we are selecting certain portions where we require some kind of explanation. Okay. You select that area. You suppose if you are uploading this particular slide, let's say the first point, multidisciplinary and a holistic education. If you need an explanation on that particular point or a paragraph, you select that. And in right-hand side, you will be seeing, and you can see an option, what level of explanation you needed. You can opt for 5th class level explanation. You can go for intermediate level of explanation. You can go for graduate level of explanation, postgraduate level of explanation, and even expert level of explanation. Okay, you can choose that, and this particular sentence will be explained based on their level. Let's say, suppose a student who is studying in 5th standard need an explanation with regard to this. Okay. Usually the problem happens where our students are not able to understand the concept in a very clear-cut manner because of certain kind of challenges what they are facing. It may be language challenge. It may be the effort they are supposed to make to understand a particular concept. Are you agreeing with me? Are you agreeing with me? Why learning? Why conceptual learning is not happening? If somebody can unmute, or you can type in the chat box. Why there is a lack of learning? Why there is a lack of learning? We are taking classes. Some students are understanding that. What about others? So the learning, are you agreeing with me? If you are agreeing with me, or if you got the point, you can press Y in the chat box, or you can unmute and say. Okay, there is 100+ people. Can I get Y from more people or N from more people, so that I can understand whether you can able to follow me or not? Yes, right. So the understanding, the learning, AI can be utilized to enhance that particular learning. Okay, and our students, they may be, the whole idea is, we people are faculty members. The whole objective of participating in this FDP program is to enhance our learning. But we should think how this technological advancement can be given for our students for their own benefit. For their own benefit. So the paper digest is, you got idea about different AI platforms. You got hands-on training, and by the end of this particular FDP session, all 5 classes, you will be getting clear-cut ideas about different platforms you can use. So it's like how each platform can be utilized for the benefit of our students. How each platform can be utilized for enhancing our teaching style, for enhancing the efficiency of us as well as our students. So the paper digest is one such kind of very important platform, where our students will get explanation about a particular topic or a particular paragraph in expert sense, in expert manner, as well as in simple manner. A person who is doing PhD, he need to get a high level of explanation with regard to that. But a person who is in 10th standard, a student who is in 10th standard, he need to get a simple explanation. Or two students in the same class, one need to get high level of explanation, other need to get very simple level of explanation. Okay, have you got the point? If you got the point, you can proceed. We can proceed. Okay. Then next is creativity and critical thinking for logical decision making and innovation. For enhancing creativity and critical thinking, we can utilize AI. So how to do, see, for doing a particular thing, for doing a particular act, usually, let's say, I'll give an example, a program, we need to organize a particular program in a creative manner, in innovative manner. So what to do that? How we can enrich the program? Usually what we do is we do brainstorming, right? Brainstorming. We will sit together, 5 people may sit together, or 10 may sit together. If each one will say, oh, if you can do like this, that would be better. So we'll come to a conclusion that, okay, we can take this option. So if you are doing a brainstorming, along with that, you can utilize AI platform as a person who can give opinion. If you are 5 people, you are sitting together and doing brainstorming. Brainstorming is a very important aspect to enhance our critical thinking and creativity. Different people will say their own opinion. And you can consider the AI tool, AI platform, as a 6th person to give his or her opinion. Okay, what usually the negative side is, without doing brainstorming, we directly ask to AI, how can I organize? How can in an innovative manner, how can I organize a program? If we ask like that, there will be some limitations in the output given by ChatGPT or any other AI platform. Instead of that, consider that AI platform as a 6th person who can give their own opinion. Okay, it is not compulsory. That sixth person, AI platform is just giving an opinion. Just giving an opinion. It is not compulsory that we should take that opinion. We can consider that if it is good, we can adopt that. That is another idea. Clear? Have you got the idea? Have you got the idea? If any ambiguity remains, you can press N in the chat box or you can press Y in the chat box. Okay, then ethics and human and constitutional values. That is another fundamental principle of NEP. So the whole idea of giving education, the whole idea of giving skill is to make a good individual, good citizen. They should have empathy, they should have respect for others, they should have courtesy, they should have democratic spirit, a spirit of service should be there, respect for the public should be there, there should be a scientific temper, very important, they should be responsible person, equity, equality, justice, and many qualities should be there for a person once he is completing his or her education. So for increasing this, we are giving education, we are giving training for the students. So NEP envision that also. And it is a matter of question how we can utilize the AI platform for making a good citizen. How can we use a platform for giving value, inculcating value? That is all question. So we need to find out that how we can see. It's not like these are the ways in which we can utilize AI, but we need to find out the ways in which we can utilize that. Okay, how to give value for our students, giving scientific temper for our students. So the scientific temper is all about, one perspective of scientific temper is the ability to inquire, investigative interest. So investigative interest means their interest to find out something. Okay, one example is if some students, when they come across a word which is very unfamiliar, which is unknown, what they do is they go and search that in Google. Okay, they'll be getting the correct answer. But with regard to what they are searching, students or we can choose certain AI platforms which will give expertise opinion about that. So instead of searching in Google, from which we will be getting a general answer, but there are in Google also there is a perspective of AI. So we can use AI platforms to find out that. There are certain kind of websites, there are certain kind of AI platforms from which we can get expert opinion on a particular topic. Next is promoting multilingualism and power of language. A student is supposed to study different languages for their skill enhancement. Life skills such as communication, cooperation, teamwork, all these kind of things is a fundamental principle of NEP. Next, focus on regular formative assessment for learning. Regular formative assessment for learning. So the assessing the student, there should be a continuous assessment. There should be a kind of coaching culture in which in coaching what is happening, we know a particular coach is giving very specialized or customized training for the students. So we should be able to give customized training for the students by understanding their skill and abilities. And there is extensive use of technology for teaching and learning practices, removing language barriers, increasing access for Divyang students, and educational planning and management. So how we can, that's all about our personal choice. How to utilize the technology, how to utilize the AI to increase our teaching and learning practice. How it can be utilized for the learning practice for our students. How we can, what platform should be given for the students, what knowledge should be given for students to make them understand the concept in a very good manner or in a very clear manner. Okay, even a simple example is about a particular concept. Okay, a particular concept like it may be, see, balance of trade, a concept in economics. A student can easily find out one student may be facing some challenge in understanding that concept. He is not understanding that concept. What is meant by that? So he can give a prompt in AI platform to find out a good example which will be helpful for him to understand the concept in a very good manner. So if one example is there, if he is not understanding that, again he can give prompt for further examples. So in such a fashion, our students can use a platform to enhance their learning style. Okay, so that is another fundamental principle. So what we are trying to do is, we are understanding the fundamental principles of NEP, and we are discussing how to enhance, how to achieve all this kind of principle with the use of AI technology. Are you here? If you are getting the points, you can press Y in the chat box. If you are getting if you can able to follow me, you can press Y in the chat box. Or if you want me to explain any point further, you can ask. Okay. Next fundamental principle of NEP is respect for diversity, respect for local context in the curriculum. So there is a respect, or there is a weightage for the local content. Diversity need to be accepted. Then full equity and inclusion. There should be there should be inclusive education. There should be full equity. These two aspects should be the cornerstone of all educational decisions to ensure that all students are able to thrive in the educational system. Okay, there are Divyang students. There are students with certain kind of disabilities. So we need to think how AI platforms can be utilized for enhancing their learning. There are certain AI platforms in which if you give a written input, we'll be getting audio input. Those are simple platforms. So in that manner, we can achieve full equity and inclusion. That is very important. See, that is very important. So how to utilize this AI platform for increasing the equity and giving inclusive education for our students? That we need to think about. Then, synergy in curriculum across all levels of education. So the curriculum in each, we know what is the level NEP proposes. That is 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, right? That particular fundamental principle of NEP, right? So at fundamental stage, what should be the things, what should be the topics to be covered? So there should be a synergy in terms of the all levels of education. Then teachers and faculty as the heart of the learning process. So as the heart of the learning process, faculties need to go for faculty.
Dear participants, it's a network issue. Please wait. Sir will rejoin soon.
Sorry for the technical difficulty. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
So we were discussing about the teachers and faculty as the heart of the learning process. So the faculty should be updated and they should be able to guide our students in all levels of the education. So that is all about the fundamental principles of NAP, right? Then there are certain points like there should be a proper regulatory framework, there should be outstanding research, and there should be a continuous review of process. Okay. And by addressing the diverse needs of learners across different stages of education, NEP 2020 aspires to lay the foundation for a knowledge-based society and a thriving economy. To make our students able to find out their own potential and utilizing their potential to a great extent, we can have the help of AI technology. So at this particular point of time, it may be in a particular sense, but after a couple of months, the entire thing may change. At that particular point of time, there may be different perspectives or different senses in which students can utilize AI technology to enhance their skills and abilities as well as fostering the learning process. So NEP 2020 and the role of interactive AI in business and technology are interconnected in several ways. Here, we are going to see how AI technology can be utilized for reforming the education sector. Are you getting the point? Are you able to follow me? You can respond in the chat box, please. Can I get responses in the chat box? Okay. Okay. Yes, here we are going to see how, yes, thank you. how AI technologies can be utilized for increasing or enhancing the educational reform of our country. We were discussing about NEP, and in one side, in the initial minutes of the class, we have discussed in one side there is educational reform, and another side there is exploration in terms of AI technology. So this can be blended, and these two aspects, educational reform at one side and exploration of technology in another side, it can be blended for the benefit of the students. So for that, we can go for skill development and in education reform. Okay, you can see the points. Are you able to see the points?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, with regard to the skill development and education reform, how AI can be utilized? See, integration of AI into the curriculum. And this involves incorporating AI concepts, principles, and applications into various subjects across all levels of education, from primary to higher education. It involves designing age-appropriate AI modules, projects, and activities that align with the learning objectives of different subjects. So, AI, how to integrate AI into the curriculum. In the university setting, we don't know what extent we can do that, but now education institution, higher education institutions can offer their own skill development courses, their own add-on courses. For that, we can integrate AI technology into the curriculum so that our students we can learn the advancement in AI technology, and they can utilize that for their improvement. So, and incorporation of coding and AI programming languages. Okay, we can teach them coding and AI programming languages such as Python, R, as part of curriculum, and it will help our students to develop computational thinking, problem solving skills, and an understanding of AI algorithms and techniques. That is the second thing what we can do. And training teachers and educators. So educators as faculties must be equipped with the knowledge and skills to effectively
Dear participants, it's a network issue. Please wait. Sir will rejoin soon.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear.
Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulty. So we'll continue. Okay, we were discussing about training teachers and educators with the help of AI. So, as faculty members of the institution, we should be updated in different AI concepts and technologies so that it will definitely improve the learning, teaching practice in our classrooms. So professional development programs, workshops, and certification courses like this can help teachers integrate AI into their teaching practice. And it will create engaging student learning experiences. And we can provide access to AI tools and resources for our students. We discussed. So our students may not be aware of all the AI platforms they can utilize. They may be utilizing ChatGPT or the basic AI tools or platforms, but there are other kind of platforms from which they can learn more and they can increase their learning practice. Then there should be a promotion of STEM education. STEM education means introducing AI concepts in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. Integrating AI concepts such as machine learning, robotics, and data sciences into STEM curricula exposes students to their interdisciplinary nature of AI and its applications in various STEM fields. So, AI concept, while we teach science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, AI concepts can be introduced to that. Then, offering specialized AI courses within STEM disciplines. So, there should be providing of specialized AI courses which will enhance the learning of STEM discipline, like that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Then encouraging interdisciplinary approaches. So encouraging collaboration between different STEM disciplines and integrating AI into multidisciplinary projects and activities fosters students' creativity, innovation, and problem-solving skills. So interdisciplinary approach can be increased. So interdisciplinary approach means every person or a student studying for different programs can be introduced with different platforms of AI. So that I'm not going to explain the platforms. Why? Because in other classes you will be getting that. You might have got familiarity with the different platforms, and within a few classes you will be getting then practical applications of AI in STEM projects. So teaching science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, practical applications of AI can be incorporated. So incorporating AI tools and techniques into STEM projects and activities enables students to apply their theoretical knowledge to real-world problems, fostering hands-on learning experiences and enhancing their understanding of AI concepts. So that is the area in which we can inculcate or we can apply AI tools for promoting science, technology, engineering, and mathematics teaching and learning. Are you getting the point, dear faculty members? Are you getting the point? If you have if you need any kind of clarity with regard to any point, you can ask. Okay. Okay, thank you. Moving forward, adaptive learning and personalized education. So we know all the students are not same. We need to give personalized learning for each and every student. So implementing AI-powered adaptive learning platforms using AI algorithms to analyze student performance data and dynamically adjust the pace, content, and difficulty level of learning materials to match individual learning needs and preferences. So a particular concept, it can be given for the student in a blanket manner. Basically, usually what is happening in classrooms, the teacher is discussing about a particular topic in a manner. So that teacher will be what we usually do is we try to cater all the students in our class. We try to cater all level of students, but there is a limitation in that. Is there? What is your opinion with regard to that? Can we cater all type of students in our class in terms of their learning style, in terms of their learning ability, speed of learning? Can I get an answer? Is it same? Can we, our faculty members, are we able to cater all the students in same manner? That is the question. Are we able to cater all the students in same manner? Can I get answers? No, we cannot. We cannot do that, right? We cannot. So, but use of AI, we can avoid such kind of limitation. We can avoid such kind of limitation. Why? Because there are certain AI platforms which gives explanation for the same content in different sense. Then one minute, please. Excuse me. Yes, so that we can implement AI-powered adaptive learning platforms to enhance the learning of different type of students in our class. Then, using AI algorithms for personalized feedback, AI algorithms can analyze student responses, identify learning gaps, and provide targeted feedback and recommendations for improvement. And it will enhance the effectiveness of formative assessment practices. We can use AI for assessing the student. Then offering customized learning path. So AI-powered learning systems can generate personalized learning path tailored to each student's strength, weakness, learning style, their interest, allowing for flexible and self-paced learning experiences. So a particular concept can be taught in different perspective. Why? Because we know what are the learning style of students, right? So some students are having auditory learning style. We know there are 4 kinds of learning style: auditory learning style, kinesthetic learning style, read and write learning style, and visual learning style. So we can customize the same content according to the learning style of our students. Some students, they may be good in auditory learning. The way in which they can learn, the better way in which they can learn is through auditory. They can through auditory learning. Some other people, it may be visual. Some other people, it may be read and write. And some other people, it may be kinesthetic learning style. They'll learn by doing. So AI platforms can be utilized for giving a customized content for our students. Then aligning with industry needs. So industry needs is very important. Why? Because we need to shape our students. We need to shape their skills and abilities in such a fashion so as to cater the industry needs. So now industry need people with AI skills in each and every area. So we can develop industry relevant AI skills. Education program should focus on developing the knowledge, skills and competencies required by the AI industry, including programming, machine learning, data analysis and problem solving. We can establish partnership with businesses. Collaborating with industry partners allows education institutions to align their curricula with current industry practices, trends and technological advancements, ensuring that students are prepared for the demands of the job market. Providing real-world projects and internships, we can offer opportunities for our students to work on real-world AI projects or internship with AI-related companies, allowing them to gain practical experience, build professional networks, and apply their skills in authentic setting. We can offer industry-recognized certifications. Providing industry-recognized certifications or credentials in AI-related fields enhances students' employability and credibility in the job market, signing to employers that they possess relevant skills and competencies. So we should be giving special focus on developing our students or shaping our students in align with industry needs, which requires people who is having well-versed expertise in AI. With regard to the research and development, we can encourage AI research projects. We can find out funding sources for AI-related projects. We can collaborate. We can support collaboration between academia and industry. So facilitating partnerships and collaborations between academic researchers and industry practices fosters knowledge exchange, technology transfer, and commercialization of AI innovations, driving economic growth and competencies. So our students should be encouraged to work in AI-related areas. And there should be encouraging publication and dissemination, encouraging students and faculties to publish their AI research findings in different journals, conferences, and other academic forums, which will increase their value. So research and development as academicians or to a great extent, we are also the policy makers of different institutions. So there should be a proper research and development in the area of AI. Then AI-related entrepreneurships and startups, offering AI entrepreneurship courses, providing courses or workshops on AI entrepreneurship, equip students with the knowledge, skills, and mindsets required to start and manage AI-driven businesses, including data generation, market analysis, business planning, fundraising, etc. Then there should be proper mentorship and support for AI startups. If we can offer mentorship, guidance, and support from experienced entrepreneurs, industry experts, and academic advisors, helps aspiring AI startups navigating challenges, outcome obstacles, and accelerate their growth and success. So there should be incubation programs facilitating access to funding of AI-related projects and entrepreneurships and startups. We can connect students with industry experts and investors, facilitating networking events. We can pitch competitions and industry partnerships, allow students to showcase their AI projects, receive feedback from experts, and explore potential collaboration or investment opportunity. It will foster their entrepreneurial skills in connection with the AI aspects. So what we are discussing is the whole idea is how we can utilize AI platform, AI technology, revolution in AI field for helping our students. Okay, so we discussed about skill development and education reform. We discussed about promotion of STEM education. We discussed about adaptive learning and personalized education. We discussed about alignment with industry needs. We discussed about research and development, and we discussed about entrepreneurial startups. So we are coming to the end of this presentation. The basic thing is that AI, interactive AI, catalyzes the democratization of education, extending quality learning opportunities to learners, irrespective of their geographical location and socioeconomic background. A key tenet of NEP 2020. By providing on-demand access to educational resources, autonomous learning assignments powered by AI ensures continuous learning beyond traditional classroom setting, addressing the NEP 2020's mandate for lifelong learning and skill development. So, integrating AI in higher education represents a symbolic relationship between vision outlined in NEP 2020 by harnessing the potential of AI-driven innovations. Educators, teachers can realize the transformative goals of NEP 2020, fostering a dynamic, inclusive, and future-ready education ecosystem that empowers learners to thrive in an increasingly complex and interconnected world. So, one side there is educational reform, and another side there is exploration in terms of technology advancement. So, as faculty members, to a great extent, we are not only faculty members, we are the policy makers of our institution. So, AI technology, it can be utilized in various ways to get benefit for our students. In such a fashion, we can enhance the efficiency of our students, enhance the efficiency of the learning teaching practice so that we can achieve the goal of NEP 2020. So that's all from my side. If you understood the concept very clearly, you can press C in the chat box. If you need any kind of clarification with regard to any point that we have discussed, you can ask.
Thank you, sir. for sharing your expertise and guiding us through today's section. Your insights have been incredibly valuable, and we are grateful for your time and contribution. Dear participant, now it's the question answer section. Please unmute your mic and you can share your doubts, or else you can use the chat box. Those who are watching in YouTube, you can use the comment section to share your doubts. Umadevi ma'am, do you have any doubts? You can use the chat box, otherwise you can unmute your mic.
If you need any clarification with regard to any point we have discussed, you can ask, or if you want to share any viewpoints, you can do that. The whole idea is to utilize AI technology for enhancing the teaching learning practices in our classrooms. So it's up to us to what extent, to which tool we need to utilize for enhancing teaching learning practice and to make the learning practice easy for our students. The first thing is that we need to know about this, we need to understand about this. As faculties, we have to do our facultative role in guiding the students to utilize this technology very effectively and efficiently. There is a perspective of digital divide in our classrooms. Why? Because in a normal setting, if we ask our students, which all are the applications that you are having in your phone, you can just ask in your class. I used to do that. I'm getting an answer that most of the applications may be of entertainment type. They are using the technology for entertainment. But instead of that, if we can inculcate an interest of the exploring or day-to-day updating AI technology, if we can give that, and with the proper guidance to utilize that, not in terms of writing assignments. We are giving a topic for assignment and they are just giving the prompt, give assignment, give the answer in 2,500 words, they'll be getting the answer. But instead of that, they can utilize the different AI platform in meaningful manner, and we are the people who can guide our students to utilize these AI platforms. Thank you from my side. I got a question. Can you tell us about AI which can be used to enhance their skill development or their entrepreneurial skills? See, it is not like using certain kind of tool for enhancing their skill development or entrepreneurial skills. They can use any, we know which all are the AI platforms available. Chat GPT is there, AI Bard is there, even Paper Digest is there. Okay, explain paper is there, and different Genie AI is there. So we need to decide. It's not like you can utilize this particular platform for skill enhancement. Any platforms can be utilized for skill development and entrepreneurial skills. So how we are utilizing that is the question. Okay, in what way we are utilizing this can be utilized in two perspectives. The first perspective is writing assignment. We are giving a question. What we are expecting that student to go refer and come up with their own contribution in that area. But that is the reason why many education institutions AI is banned there. Why? Because students will utilize this for doing writing assignments and doing projects, so that they are not increasing their natural intelligence. It's all about artificial intelligence. This artificial intelligence, AI, should be used in such a fashion so as to supplement or enhance our natural intelligence, not in a fashion in which the natural intelligence capacity is being reduced. So different any AI platform can be used for skill development, entrepreneurial skill. Why? Because see, we need, or what a student needed. A student who is a good teacher. A good teacher is a person who will give customized content for our students. Why? Some teachers are very good for the students. The students are understanding what the teacher is teaching. And the students, to a great extent, they can give customized content, what they required. Okay. Some people, some students need, with the use of example, they can study. A person who is learning business law, and a person who try to understand the concept of consensus attitude, okay, identity of minds. So this AI platform can be utilized to find out proper example for that. Okay, any AI platform can be utilized for explaining a content in the level they want that explanation. Okay, that is how any AI platform can be utilized for enhancing skill development and entrepreneurial skill. But it's all up to how they are utilizing. Okay, according to my understanding, most of the students, they only know about ChatGPT, in which they will get response for their assignments. Yes, there are certain platforms. You will be getting an idea. That is not my area. So the thing is that about different tools, you will be getting an idea after the end of this particular 5-day FDP. You will be getting an idea about different AI tools. My perspective is we need to understand how to utilize that platforms for enhancing the skills and abilities of our children. Okay. See, the ethical consideration, I'm getting another question. Ethical consideration, it's all about, it can be utilized in a negative manner also. Why? Because it's unlimited resource. Somebody is asking for a negative content, okay? Like what kind of, what kind of drugs, ChatGPT will be, one person is asking a question, what kind of behavioral pattern should be utilized or should be adopted for increasing the natural abilities of a person, okay? Or there is another question in which one person is asking what are the different drugs available, which are the easy methods for drug use. if somebody is asking means the AI platform will be giving the answer. They will give a prompt like it is not appropriate to give the answer. But if the person is reversing the question, what kind of things should be avoided, they'll be getting the answer. So it's up to the student, the ethical consideration. But the most important thing is that with regard to the skill development and entrepreneurial abilities development, this should be this is the most important thing. The AI should be supplement in increasing NI, natural intelligence. If the students or if we are utilizing for some shortcuts, definitely it will not supplement our NI. One person is supposed to do a project, one person is supposed to write assignment by doing different kind of references. Instead of that, if that student is giving a prompt and getting the answer, means he is not utilizing AI in a proper manner. So it's up to them. So faculty's role is just introduce different AI tools in which the students can utilize to increase their skill and abilities. So at the end of this particular FDP, you will be getting idea about why, because we are having a networking with other resource persons also. So at the end of this FDP, you will be getting idea about different AI platforms which can be utilized for different purposes.
Is there any more questions? I hope there are no more questions. So we are moving directly to our concluding section. One more question is there, sir.
Which is the question?
Sir, how can we dictate if AI makes an error?
See, it's all about our expertise. See, if while we are giving assignments for our students, they give prompt in the chat GPT and they will come with responses. They'll with a well-structured assignment. It's all up to us to understand the reality and ask the students, is it from chat GPT? If we are familiar with AI tools, definitely you can do that. So it is not the ultimate answer. See, it's all about, there should be, see, always sometimes it may be wrong. So if we are using the input, if we are using the output what we got in a blind manner, we will be in trouble. So it's up to us. Is it a blunder? Sometimes we will feel like it's a blunder. Okay, and there are some limitations in which there is always limitation for this AI tool. Why? Because now, if we require a very creative answer for or very creative solution for a problem, AI cannot give that. Okay. So what we can do is, we should not subside ourselves. We should not utilize AI tool in a very blind manner, so that we will be in trouble. Okay, even as faculty members, we can ask AI to generate questions for examinations. We can give a content and we can ask to create MCQs, multiple choice questions. But it's up to us to ensure that the questions and answers are correct. Okay, so it's up to us. It is only supplement. It is only our assistant. So I have used a particular example. It's like if you are doing a brainstorming, you are five people. You need to consider AI as the sixth person in a brainstorming. What is happening? I'll be saying my opinion. Another person, they may be giving their opinion. They may be giving their own idea. I'll be giving my idea. Third person will be giving their own idea. And we will discuss about the pros and cons of each idea and we'll come to a solution, right? So consider AI as a sixth person. Sixth person is also having the what to say liberty to give his own answer. It's up to us whether to accept that or not. About the different AI platforms, you will be getting a very clear-cut idea.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We are moving on to our concluding section. On behalf of Marian Academy of Management Studies, I would like to extend profound gratitude to our chairman, Chevalier Professor Baby M. Verghese sir, our manager, Ms. Jessie Baby Verghese ma'am, our vice chairman, Mr. Ajay Baby Verghese sir, and our director, Mr. G. Aravind sir, for their valuable guidance and support. Next, I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Solomon K. Peter sir, for his tireless effort and invaluable guidance. I would like to thank our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Ashwati A.M. ma'am, for her endless guidance and support. A special note of thanks to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Arundev PR, for sharing your expertise and insight with us today. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Last but not the least, I am thanking everyone, our dedicated faculty members, staff, and participants. I extend heartfelt thanks for all of your hard work, dedication, and active participation in today's event. Thank you all. And dear participants, we have shared the feedback link in the comment box. Please do fill it before you leave. And those who are watching in YouTube, we have shared it in the comment section. You can see it in the chat box and in comment section. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear participants. Thank you, Marian Academy of Management Studies, for the opportunity. In between, there was a couple of technical errors from my side. Sorry for that. So thank you very much.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Feedback form is not working. It is saying that permission is required from the admin side.
Sir, please wait
So
a
that's
second. We
why
will resend it.
I am unable to.
Sir, please wait a second. We will resend it.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Now it's okay. You can check.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you. Now.
Audio Jungle.
It's a new world out there, gonna make it. Doesn't it matter? We'll jump for the stars and fly. പുതിയൊരു ലോകം ഇളം തെന്നൽ മൂളുന്ന ഗാനം ഇളവയിൽ പോലുള്ള സ്നേഹം കിനാക്കൾ കടം തന്ന ലോകം മലച്ചെണ്ടിൽ ഓരോ മുട്ടും ഓരോ സ്വപ്നം അവയിൽ കാണാതാകുന്നീതോരോ മോഹം ഓരോ വർണ്ണം ആരാരോ പാടുവതാരി നീ ആരാധരാഗം അറിയാമോ പിറാക്കളെ ഇന്നിനി എൻ ജീവിതം പുതിയൊരു ലോകം ഇളം തെന്നൽ മൂളുന്ന ഗാനം ഇളവയിൽ പോലുള്ള സ്നേഹം കിനാക്കൾ കടം തന്ന ലോകം. It's a new world out there, yeah.